this video, I'll show you how to create this multicolored pouch with button for closure, okay, and cords for straps. Very simple. This was created with the method of strip piecing, by the method of strip piecing and regular stitching. So let's get started. Here I have 2 strips of material, and this is for the purpose of demonstration. And I have another piece of material. It's cotton, little medium weight, not very heavy, but you can even use, depending on the type of project you want to do, different types. Let's begin here. I'm going to place this strip right along this edge, and I'm going to straight stitch right along this edge. It's not necessary to backstitch, and I'll show you why. The second piece of material, you put the right side of this second piece to the right side of this piece that was previously stitched. Okay, you do like this, and you can pin it to hold it in place. I'm not going to pin mine because I just really want to demonstrate exactly what's what. Then you flip this here over to this side, and to make it really nice and flat, you top stitch along the seam, okay, about 2 millimeters along the seam. So you hold it like this and you begin top stitching. Okay, so there's some quick top stitching here for you, and the idea is to keep this flat because then when you have done a lot of strip piecing one after the other, it really presents itself really well, okay, because when you're finished, depending on the dimension of your project, in the sense that the size, this is what you're going to do next. You're going to take this, all this that was sewn, and you're going to cut diagonally, and you're going to cut less diagonally. You're going to cut them again into strips. When you're finished, you can also create another panel. Okay, you go along strip piecing, you cut them into strips again, and here's what you'll come up with. You'll come up with strips like these, okay, strips like these, like this, small, long, all kinds of different strips. And what you do then with these strips is you're going to sew them together. So let's take, for instance, this strip here and this strip here. Okay, just an example. Here again, you do the same, use the same technique. Excuse me a minute. Problems here with the thread. Okay, put in one on top of the other. Okay, like this. And you do a straight stitch all along here, all along the edge, some millimeters away from the edge, like this. You open it, okay, and there you have already this multicolored piece of material, different types of patterns, different textures. There's wool, there's cotton, okay, silk. You can also flatten this further by doing a top stitch. Use the jeans needle because, or if you have an industrial machine, it's even better, because then you're really working with some bulk here. Here again, for the purpose of demonstration, it's much flatter. It remains much flatter, okay? So when you're finished putting all these pieces together the way you like it, you could even further go on and cut, and you stitch again, and you put things together, and you see things go diagonally, vertically. What you do when it's like all finished, you can then start stitching everywhere. You can just do stitches, extra stitches, to keep them flat, okay, in no particular direction. You can go horizontally, vertically, diagonally, so you place it under the presser foot and you begin like this. You lift, you turn, you go into another direction, go to another direction. You can even turn the material. You lift again. And you can do so many stitches to make it even flatter. The result being a really stiff material, stiff shell that you could use in any kind of project. I did a template of 23 by 19 centimeters, just a piece of paper or cardboard, okay, if you want it to keep it. And this is like the shell of a project. It can be a pouch, a wallet, whatever. And this is the way it came out. This is the back. See all that stitching? Okay. And for that multicolored pouch, I used this material as lining. Okay, so what I did was I pinned this to the shell, stitched all the way along here, straight stitch. Then I used, if you have a serger, you can serge all the way along, no problem. I used zigzag stitches, okay, to attach the lining to the shell, to the wrong side of the shell. So I used many zigzag stitches, and then when I was finished, I just folded it, okay. Remember, all this would be, the edges would be finished, and then I just sewed it, straight stitch, but more than one time along this part and this part. So that this is the result. So you can use this in many projects, different types of projects. And in my other videos, I will show you different types of ways you can use these shells that you can create, okay? So if you like this idea, then let me know. Maybe you can try to create something and then show me what you came up with, okay? Signing off now. Till the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.